I think I'm going to do more late night streams like this over time. So now I am going to do the achievement mop-up that I was planning to do. Let's see, collected parts. What have you been playing, Jono? Surely you've done some interesting gaming lately. Swift Justice. Okay, so I need stages 6 through 10 on this, and then 12 and 13. So let's go do that. 6 through 10 with Swift Justice. Thanks. Oh yeah, you want to see my actual leaderboard score? Let's go look. High scores. Number 6 out of everybody. And here's something interesting. We'll look at the number 1 guy. You can see your individual scores. You can compare them per level. You can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 levels where I have a higher score than him. He's got a higher score than me in 4 of them that I've really played. And then the bottom 2 levels he has completed and I haven't. So that's why he's so much beyond me. So I'm going to work on those levels, but not on stream because they're really hard. Oh, nice. Yeah, how is that beta? Because I'm really excited for the new Monster Hunter. But yeah, it feels good to be one of the top people in a game. It sure has been a while since that happened. If they put an Earth Defense Force out, I could probably do that too. Let's see, so I was going to do Swift Justice on level 6. And I'm playing on normal difficulty because my goal is just to beat every level with every ship. And I've already beaten everything on Nightmare, so I don't have to worry about that. I just need to beat the level at all. Ironclad, Swift Justice, there we go. And I've got a mechanic that places holograms on the field every now and then, like right there. If any enemies are firing projectiles, they'll aim for that hologram instead of me. It's really handy on bosses.
Nice.
Like, you can't control when it's going to fire the hologram, but when it does, it is such a lifesaver. It's the second to last mechanic that you can unlock. So the very last one, I just need to beat my friends at the tournament. I think 5 total weeks, something like that. Like, it's going to take a while. I hate that they tied it to the weekly tournament because you just have to wait weeks to be able to unlock it. Oh yeah, it must look a lot nicer. That's cool. I'm going to have to download that. Is it available to everybody? I hope I can still get things from Capcom to stream. That would be really nice.
Great.
You know, I was posting in our Discord, Capcom just announced a Street Fighter collection with 12 Street Fighter games. Pretty amazing. And it's going to be the first home version of Street Fighter Part 1 to come to America in a really long time. So I'm excited for that. Just getting to play through Street Fighter 1 and earn achievements while doing so. Yeah, it really is handy. Like, most of the mechanics are pretty good. The very first one you get is basically useless in the long run, but most of them serve some kind of purpose. But this one, I think, so far at least, is just so good for bosses, and the bosses are so hard. And it's even good for some of the regular levels too, you know, because regular enemies do fire projectiles, like that guy right there. Hey, Bob Jones! Yes, it is a random stream. I mentioned it in Discord. Oh, Ike says he can't stream. I mean, he can't watch the stream, that's too bad. Icky, you could see some mad Skyforce Reloaded playing. Icky is playing this as well on Steam. He's a little bit behind me. I mean, I started playing a lot before him, like a couple weeks before him. And also, I have a grinding trick I do that I think he is afraid to do because of electricity costs. Poor Lyle, electricity is expensive for him over there in Malaysia. They're lucky to have running water, if we're to be honest. Oh, so you have to have PS Plus. Gotcha. So does that mean you have an Xbox One and a PlayStation 4, Jono? It is very good to have both systems, you know. I think even Bob Jones has both systems, don't you, Bob Jones? Well, you sure don't play your Xbox One enough, do you, buddy? Yeah, I thought about even asking Icky to join me on mic for this, since he is an expert on this game like I am. But he, you know, like, even if he was around, he always has to have his fan running because it's super hot where he lives. And again, they don't run their air conditioner. Like, I think they have an air conditioner and they just don't run it. But anyway, I figured we didn't really need the noise. I do like having him on mic sometimes, though. Good man, Bob Jones. Good man. It's a shame that I don't have the Switch yet. Philosophically, I would like to have it. But when would I have the time to play it? I mean, I got the Super NES Classic, so do I really need a Switch? It's basically the same thing. Wink. Aw, Jono. Need to put on some sexy music and, you know, make a pour a drink for you and your PlayStation 4, and you guys can have a nice evening together. Yeah, I don't play mine nearly enough either. I was playing Earth Defense Force 4.1 on it just a few days ago. Like, now that I'm out of work and stuff, I think I'm going to play it more. Still not, I mean, obviously, I've got hundreds of Xbox One games, and I want to play a whole lot of them, so it's still going to be my main thing. But yeah, at least Earth Defense Force 4.1 I really like. I also got Chaos Child, which is a cool looking, what do you call it, a visual novel or something? I mean, like, I've got some interesting Japanese PlayStation 4 games. Obviously, they're never going to come to Xbox One, so I gotta play those. Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash, I think it's called. Gotta play that. Oh, I'm also playing Lineage 2 Revolution on my phone while we stream. Haha. Because you could just set it up and then let it go. Let me see what Lyle is saying. He says he's on a mountaintop. That's interesting. Up on a mountain. So we knocked that level out of the park. Since I'm playing on the easier difficulties, it's not going to affect my score at all. Because I only... Basically, you earn a whole lot more points on the higher difficulties, so... But we're just trying to beat the level at all with this ship.
Mission begins.
Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, did you actually finish Horizon Zero Dawn? That did look like a really fun game. And I think it's PlayStation 4 Pro enhanced, too. You know, I haven't played Killing Floor 2 at all since I got the Xbox One X, and that is Xbox One X enhanced. I really need to play it. And even Pure Chess just got an Xbox One X patch. I need to check that out too. But I think it's only 4K stuff, so it might not even look any different than me playing on 1080p. Only one way to find out, though. If anybody else had Pure Chess, it would be really fun to play against them in real time. Because that game, annoyingly, doesn't have real-time multiplayer. It is asynchronous multiplayer, so, like, actually setting up another online game, it's like, will the person even notice they got an invite, you know? But if you had them right there, and they knew that you were both making moves, you could still play it as if it was real-time. And playing against random people, they could be using a chess solver, obviously. That's a thing. But, you know, playing against a friend, if they owned it, I could reasonably trust them not to do that. Oh, yeah, you should, Jenna. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to go back and mop it up at least, especially if you paid money for the game. Nice. It is Pro Enhanced, Bob Jones says. That is good to know. Yeah, guys, I've got to get back into being a streamer. I want to keep getting free games and getting good at industry events. Got to make more of a name for myself, or keep my name out there at least. I hope you both enjoyed the Saturday stream. That was a lot of fun for me, just like playing a whole different kind of game and playing several games on one stream. And I was just really happy to see everybody, you know, because when the bad thing happened, then I was just like, oh no, I'm never gonna see everybody again, and I was just like, I felt true despair, you know. I mean, it never feels good to be let go from a job, never, but especially one you've been at a long time and really poured your heart into. Thank you, man. Yeah, we're still going to do that co-op stream sometime, me and Westex. It'd be good education for him, you know, he hasn't played a lot of Super Nintendo games. So, I like showing him stuff like that just to fill in his gaming education. I mean, I basically don't do that a lot anymore, but especially when he was younger I would. See, I've just picked up this power-up, it gives you an AI partner. So now I've got a little AI guy there. They die way too easily is the problem, like, especially on higher difficulties. On this difficulty he might not die, but normally they just, like, you get them and they die almost right away. It's kind of a waste. I wish they would give them more life or better AI or something. Oh, thank you, Jenna. Okay, Icky says he'll be back in a while, so if I keep going, he may be back eventually. Bob Jones will probably be asleep. I don't know about you, Jonah. Oh, game crashed on my phone. That's one annoying thing about Lineage 2 Revolution, is that it crashes not all the time, but probably once or twice a day if you're playing much.
Weapon upgrade.
I think we're at the end of the level. Are we at the end of the level? Yep.
Stage
That was
complete.
Yeah, exactly. It's good for everybody. I like showing the classics to our audience, too. That's right. Perfect level. But again, it doesn't matter since we're on easy difficulty. Normal. Let me get the game going back again. Screen got dirty, too. Oh, there we go. Oh, it didn't actually crash. It just, the screen timed out. It's supposed to not let it do that. Like, it's one of the options, but still happens. It's trying to reconnect and not succeeding.
Mission begins.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. It wasn't anything important. Connect. There it goes, reconnected. Stage 8.
Nice.
This is where the game starts to get a bit tougher, but really it doesn't get actually hard until, stage 10, I would say. And 11 is, to me, the hardest of the regular stages in the game. The stage 11 boss is really tough if you don't have power-ups. Yes, looking away from the screen while playing is not the best way to enjoy a shoot 'em up. But we make do. Laser.
Great.
Thank you. I do feel pretty great. Well, I feel like I'm playing great anyway. Can I say
Human
that?
rescue. Human rescue.
There we go. Do my little charge shot. I like how it looks and sounds when you do it.
Weapon upgrade.
Boom. Kills him dead. It'd be nice if a few more of our friends showed up. Alejandro is streaming right now, Alex Skywalker, you know? So I couldn't exactly invite him to come along. And I don't like competing against friends, but it's like, how many times do I even feel like doing a midweek stream, you know? So I just had to get it out of the way.
Laser.
Yes, exactly.
Weapon upgrade. Human rescue. Human rescue.
It's cool that you played the phone game. Yeah, Jono, if you enjoy this, you should get it sometime, because I would like to have more friends on my leaderboard. I've only got 2 friends who play it, Royal Bob and Peachy. I was thinking of messaging some of my friends who are on the leaderboard for the first game and encouraging them to buy it. It's only $10 in the US, which is such a good price for how much gameplay you'll get out of it if you actually decide to go all the way through it.
Shield. Human rescue.
Doing it. I think the screen also scrolls a little faster when you're playing on higher difficulties. I could be wrong, but certainly the items, like the stars and stuff, they scroll by faster on higher difficulties.
Wonderful.
evolve. Human rescue.
Nailed him.
Laser.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, dude, I'm broke as a joke, or I would gift it to you. But, you know, maybe someday. Yeah, you know, last year I personally bought presents for some of our viewers and stuff. Like, especially Icky. I sent him a physical keyboard, mouse, and mouse pad for Christmas. Because he didn't have good stuff, and I wanted him to have good stuff.
Human rescue.
And, you know, I gave a lot of you guys codes directly and stuff. But this year, unfortunately, finances are just a lot worse. So, again, like I talked about during the stream, it's not going to be a great Christmas compared to previous years. But hey, at least I've got a new lady love in my life, somebody I'm very, very fond of, so that part's great. Tear this dude up. Yeah, he was. And he gave me something nice too. What did he give me? Oh, he gave me a Japanese PlayStation 4 game. I was very happy. Do you know I haven't even played that game? I'm gonna have to stream it. I feel bad. I can stream PlayStation games now, so one of these days that's what we'll do. Because I mean, it was a game I wanted. He knew I wanted it, and he gave it to me. It was just very thoughtful. But I, obviously, you know, I was always so busy with Windows Central stuff. Yeah, this year he gave me some books. And again, on account of being broke, I just gave him a code for a PC game that I thought he would like. Hopefully I can find codes that you guys will enjoy too.
Stage complete.
Fools. Oh, I missed some stars, so not 100% perfect. That's okay. Score-wise, there's no bonus for getting all the stars, but the stars do contribute to your score, so it is a good idea to pick them all up. Level 9. Let's do this.
Mission begins.
Let me see what he says. Oh, he's an hour from home. Here, I'm just going to tell Brownmeister that we're streaming. He's probably busy. I thought he had weekends off, but let's see. Just tell a couple people in case they are up. Yeah, we'll tell him too. Okay, yeah, that's everybody. I appreciate you joining me. It's nice to have somebody to talk to. I'd feel bad if I didn't. Are you still with us, Bob Jones? Level 9, nighttime level.
Nice.
3 p.m. on a Monday. Ah, so he probably is at work.
Shield. Weapon upgrade.
Yeah, I forgot if you were ahead or behind us time-wise. Good man, Bob Jones. Good man.
Weapon upgrade.
Having to beat all the levels with all the ships, I mean, it's fun, but it's kind of like perfunctory at this point. Like, if you can beat all the levels on Insane and Nightmare, then what is even the point of going back through it with other ships? But I don't know, all the ships do play differently, and some of the ships are a lot harder to beat levels with than others.
Great.
This guy, he has 50% as much health as other ships. But that's not actually a big deal, because some of the ships have even less than that. Like, some ships have like 10% as much health. So, and also, if you memorize the levels and play right, then you won't even get hit at all. You know, like, so far, going through this, I haven't got hit. Let's kill that dude. There we go. Earlier than me? Are you sure? I thought you were... Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because you're in mountain time. That nebulous time zone
Excellent.
can't be proven to exist.
Weapon upgrading.
So far it is known only through rumors. Yeah, I do like the variety and the choice. Because, like, if you're having a hard time with a particular level and difficulty, you may just need to switch to a ship that's better suited for it. And that's what I've had to do several times. There we go. Got you.
Weapon upgrade.
What was I saying before that? Oh, but the ship that... So the ships that have only 10% life, those are sort of the hardest to use, in that if you make any mistakes, you have to replay the whole level because they die in 1 or 2 hits. But there's also a ship that has short-range weapons, so its guns don't go all the way across the screen, and that was quite a challenge for a few of the levels. Basically, like I said, only like levels 10, 11, 12, and 13 pose any kind of challenge, really. Once you're upgraded anyway.
Human rescue.
Ha! Did you see that? He went and got hit right away after I got that little AI ship.
Human rescue.
Got hit again. You are no good, AI ship. But I do like how it gives you sort of the co-op experience without actually having another player. Because you know this does support 2-player local co-op. And I haven't announced it. I don't think I've announced it in Discord, but I did review this game for Co-Optimus. My review for Co-Optimus goes up on Monday. So I'm looking forward to that. Co-Optimus is a site where I started writing there almost at the same time as Windows Central, like just a little bit after Windows Central, and I wrote there for a couple of years and then I had to leave, so I got too busy at Windows Central. But every now and then I still contribute to them. And especially right now, if I want to run reviews anywhere, it's like that's the place with the most visibility that will publish my stuff, even though I don't get paid for it. Yeah, so I hope you guys will all read my review and leave nice comments when it runs. That would be great. Of course, I will share the link in Discord. Oh, itchy. Okay, I can't remember if I beat level 10 with this ship or not. Let's go look. It's nice that it lets you check. Alright, I need 10, 12, and 13. 13 is going to be tough. 12 probably won't be bad. Let's see what we can do.
Mission begins.
And I think I will buy a couple of power-ups, since this is where the game starts getting more challenging. Just a couple though, I don't want to waste too many stars, because I will need those for the bonus stages. See, there's bonus stage 1 and bonus stage 2, and they are super hard, and I have to beat those on Nightmare if I want to get all the achievements in the game. Those are the only things that I might possibly not be good enough to do, but I don't know. I mean, like, if my scores compare that favorably to the #1 guy on the leaderboard, I think I can do anything to, hopefully.
Weapon upgrade.
Oh, nice. Yeah, God, I've got to ask Capcom for a code for that to stream. I'm gonna give that a shot. Capcom's PR, sometimes they come through and sometimes they don't.
Great.
But if I can get Okami, then I'm definitely going to stream it.
Human rescue.
Yeah, you know, I've never played it, so I'm really looking forward to checking it out. That's like a hole in my gaming experience that I should know about. But don't.
Weapon upgrade. Human rescue.
There's an enemy firing from off screen, which is not really fair. Mega Bomb here.
Mega Bomb.
Excellent.
Initially, you cannot get items from those things on the ground. You have to find a card. There's collectibles called cards, and they unlock features. You know, permanent upgrades, basically. So, over time, you'll find the card, if you keep playing, to be able to get Mega Bombs in the levels.
Human rescue.
The same with lasers and shields. The game's other two types of power-ups. Ah! Yeah, I own it on the Wii, but never played it, so we're kind of alike in that regard. Killed that guy. And that one. I'm gonna activate my shield so I don't get hit. AI ship. All is going according to plan. Hey, and he actually didn't get hit for once. Nice. Glad to hear it, Tyler. Tyler, did you request a code yourself, or did your editor give it to you? Because I can use the contact info for whoever sent the code out. If you have it. And welcome back. How did your game go, or whatever you were doing? I believe you said something about masturbating. That sounds nice. Toasted that boss. Royal Bob, good to see you. Oh, that's a shame, Royal Bob. I was going to ask you to get on mic. 1%. Come on, charge your phone, dude.
Stage complete.
Plug it in, plug it in. Okay, Tyler, well, would you ask him who he got the code from? That would be good enough. So, 12 and 13. Let's see if we can do it, guys, without dying too much. I mean, I can definitely do it, but I do not wish to die on stream if avoidable. Sometimes it can't be helped, though. Oops. Wrong button.
Mission begins.
Let's see how my phone's battery is doing. I've got it plugged into a charger that doesn't give it enough power, because it's plugged into like a micro USB? Yeah, micro USB. Instead of, with an adapter for USB-C, instead of a real USB-C cord, so it can't get as much power as it should.
Nice.
Weapon upgrade.
This level's not that bad because it doesn't have a boss. As long as you can survive the regular enemies, you'll be fine. And I believe that I can. Yeah, no, I'm not using the official charger. It's upstairs. I forgot to bring it downstairs. I really need to buy a second real charger, you know? I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Mainly on account of being dead broke for months.
Great.
Weapon upgrade.
How about this, Tyler? Don't say I'm not good at games, Tyler. Tired of you talking smack all the time, Tyler. Shield.
Shield. Weapon upgrade. Human rescue.
Excellent.
Weapon
Not these
upgrade.
guys. They're annoying. But I got him. I can get this laser, but there's nothing to do with it. I can kind of pull it up. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So you couldn't do this in the first Skyforce Anniversary, but in this one they made it so you can drag the power-ups around with your magnet, and that's really handy sometimes. Like you can drag a power-up to a boss. Gotcha! And that's one thing I did. I didn't actually mention that specific tweak in my review, but in my review for Co-Optimus I mentioned a lot of little gameplay tweaks that they did. Because I went back and played some of Anniversary just to see how it had changed. And there's a bunch of changes that you wouldn't even remember or notice, but they actually make the game a lot better. Just little tweaks that make it more playable, you know? Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I still accidentally pick up the power up, but when I'm able to drag it around successfully, it's very helpful. You got some laser dinosaurs here. The first time you rescue them, they will have some dialogue, but they never say it again, which is kind of lame, because what if you weren't paying attention, or what if you just want to see what they said again? You can't.
Human rescued.
But they're like, thank you for rescuing us, or something like that.
Human rescued.
Wonderful.
Couple of rescues.
Human rescued.
About to have a part where I could die if I'm not careful, but I will be careful. See those guys firing those rockets? The rockets are a lot faster on higher difficulties. And if you don't know that those guys are there, then they'll probably get you.
Human rescued.
I guess technically they're rail guns or something. This enemy also was really tough the first time I fought it. Now not so much. I just annihilated him, blew him into smithereens, and I'm going to use all my power-ups. The game tracks how many power-ups you've used,
Human rescued.
and using 1,000 I think it unlocks something. I've already done it though.
Human rescued.
Stars. I wanted to get this to where I could see the viewer count. Where does it show the viewer count? I don't see it at all. Does anyone know where that shows up on? That's weird. I should be on the dashboard, I guess. Let's try that. Dashboard. Yeah, I know we're not exactly highly populated tonight, but
Stage complete.
it is nice to know those things. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I can see. Okay, get that off. Thank you. Yeah, that works. Nice new what? What is that, Bob Jones? This chatty you speak of. Ooh, I just got to level 80 in Lineage 2 Revolution. Word. That's pretty high. I think 120 is the max. So, well on my way there. Oops, wrong level, huh? Level 13, here's the moment of truth. The hardest regular level before we get to the bonus levels. Yeah, but I mean, what is chatty? I don't understand.
Mission
Fill me in,
begins.
Bob Jones. Use your words, buddy. Okay, I suppose I will have to look into that. I don't even know if I have better TTV installed. I probably do. Alright, got all my power-ups. Super tough level. Can I handle it? The answer is probably yes.
Human rescued.
Nice.
That guy is also pretty dangerous.
Good.
Got him. He fires out all those projectiles when you kill him too. What a pain.
Great.
Weapon upgrade.
Oh nice. You take advantage of the shield to run into all these enemies.
Weapon upgrade.
Rescue some people.
Human rescued. Human
These enemies are really tough right at first.
Human rescued. Human rescued.
But now I know exactly how to fight them. So is it's an actual program and not just like a website you go to? interesting if so.
Weapon upgrade.
Gotcha. That was all 6 of those enemies. You. Another shield.
Shield.
These guys are a threat.
Weapon upgrade.
Oh, fudge. My first death. See, man, I should
Game
have...
over.
I just didn't react quickly enough. Oh, interesting. Well, I'll try not to hold the Java thing against it. And to use it just for participating in chat? See, the bad thing about dying there is, like, I bought a lot of power-ups, and so I, you know, it consumes a lot of stars. I do have a lot of stars because, again, I have a good
Begins.
grinding strategy. But, still. Better not to waste them. 200,000 stars. How many hours of play would that take if you didn't know a trick? It would take a lot. Yeah, the actual level I think is only like 3 or 4 minutes before you get to the boss. Then the boss is about, 3 minutes. So let's make that happen this time.
Human rescued.
Tyler, are you still around? How far are you in Okami? If you have actually
Nice.
started playing it, which sounds like you have.
Good, good. Great, great.
Weapon upgrade.
Customizability is good. I'll take that.
Excellent, excellent.
Nice.
Human rescued.
How long is Okami? Does anybody know?
Human rescued.
This charging move, if you do it too long, you'll actually explode and die. So you really have to be careful with it. It's a skill. Missed a few enemies there, but that's okay. I'm not overly concerned with doing perfect. On my high score though, the one where I'm beating the highest guy, I had a perfect run. Like I didn't miss any enemies, I didn't get hit. I did everything just right, and that was really awesome. 30 hours, goodness. So I guess it's a Zelda type game, is that right?
Good, good.
Weapon upgrade.
Yay, my decoy thing helped.
Weapon upgrade.
Alright, there we go. Let's get another shield out of this. Take care of them. Yeah, I mean, that is a very good value. How much is the HD version selling for? 30?
Human rescued.
Great, great, great.
Human rescued. Human rescued. Shield.
Coming up are some enemies who are hard to kill. Charge move really helps. No, I'm not gonna be able to kill that one. Doesn't matter. You got off easy, guys. Still got one though. Rockets flew too far.
Chain lost.
Yeah, I know. Chain loss. Big deal. Not going for a high score this time.
Weapon upgrade.
I'm right at the boss. Exciting times. A lot can go wrong during this boss fight. You guys will see how complicated it is. But I've got all my power-ups, so I'm in a good position. $20, awesome. You can skip the cinematic. We'll watch it since we haven't watched it before. Ooh. If I want to buy a beer, as I kind of do, I only have 20 minutes to go. So, we're gonna have to wrap this up, aren't we? I appreciate you guys sticking around as you have. It's really nice to have the support.
Does not feel pain.
Like, you get through the whole level without getting hit, and you still could get hit right here at the boss, you know, it's getting frustrating. Those green lasers are very fast. Also, you don't want to accidentally shoot the crystal in the center of the ship too much, or it'll fly out and start attacking you, which is bad. You do want to get that laser. Alright, now it's going to fire its big red laser at me. But it's not going to hit me, thankfully. Sometimes it angles up a lot more. I'm going to drag this laser around so I can use it in a moment. And yeah, my decoy really helped. Ha! Destroyed one of the missile launchers already. Alright, now I'm going to position myself to be able to do maximum damage in just a second. Here it goes. There we go. Charge up a little more. Release. Shield. You definitely want to have a shield right there. It's so hard not to get hit if you don't. Yeah. And we're getting there, guys. We're gonna beat the game. Yeah. Gotta love the decoy. Hey, Heaven Smile 94, thank you for joining us.
Nice.
We're getting towards the end of the stream here. I'm just about to beat Skyforce Reloaded with this particular ship, and then I think we're gonna call it a night, or at least I'm gonna take a break and go buy a beer.
Division by 0.
And Heaven, how are you tonight? I'm glad I chose to stream this. It feels good to actually be good at a game that I'm showing everybody. And I imagine, like, for a lot of people, this would be really hard. But hey, I've played it enough that I got good at it. Word. I know, quit bragging, Paul. Quit your bragging. Mama didn't raise no braggart. Mama Acevedo. She no longer has that last name. Yeah, I can use the shield to get right on the boss and avoid the lasers entirely. It is very handy. So much faster than having to dodge around them. Thank you, Jenna. Yep, and I just beat the game. Word. Like this, how about you? It's a good night. I mean, the fiance is at work. She's not feeling very communicative, which is a shame, because, like, the most fun for me is when, like, sometimes we just, like, text back and forth the whole night, you know, and sometimes she'll get me to go up there and visit her.
Stage complete.
And those are fun nights. Achievement! Sublight engines. Finish all stages with the Swift Justice. That's how you do it, kids. I really should have bought the beer beforehand, because then I could just keep streaming. If I wanted to come back and play, would you guys still be around? You probably all have stuff to do. I know Tyler gets sleepy. It's because he's in that weird time zone that nobody can even prove exists. So real quick, we're going to check on which ships I still need to beat the game with. Out of the 9, let's see. I've done it with Swift Justice. So I need to do it with Limp Berserker, which is one of the harder ones because of low health. And do it with the Octopus. Octopus will be easy, because I only need 4 more levels with it. Okay guys, I'm going to cut off the stream for now. Thank you very much for watching me get that achievement. That was a lot of fun. Skyforce Reloaded is available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Steam. They should really put it on the Switch, shouldn't they? And it's also on mobile, and mobile is free to play and very good, although you would want to probably pay to get rid of the ads and to get the coin doubler, the star doubler, because that'll make your experience a lot more enjoyable. But I definitely recommend it. It is my favorite shoot 'em up of all time. It's simply the best one there is. Good seeing you, Jono, Tyler, Bob Jones, Heaven Smile. Thank you for joining us. Catch you all later. Whatever you do, don't hate, appreciate.